Welcome all you Black Friday shoppers. And hey, I know that as entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, you also are looking for deals. And I mean, this actually can be a very fun time. Heather Lynn Darby, who's sitting right next to me, remember last year when we were looking at all the deals for the business we wanted to start?
Oh my gosh, I am starting to see the receipts for the renewals come through like yesterday and today. And I'm like, has it only been a year? I love it. Yeah, we were purchasing some software and tools for marketing online that have really made our life a lot easier.
Oh my goodness. And you know what? As an entrepreneur, there are times, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Hey, if you're joining us now, we're going to be talking about tools we love and tools that I can't even say might. I need to take that word out of my language because they will save you time. They will save you hassles. They will really help take your life back and actually help take your financial pocketbook back too, in a way. Because what are the tools we love best? Lifetime deals. Now, if you don't know what a lifetime deal is, that is a deal where you pay one time and you have that software for the lifetime of it. It's not a reoccurring fee that you have to pay set amount every month. And how many softwares do you as a coach own right now where you are having to pay reoccurring fees? I mean, I'm thinking about for my personal business, which is Simple Solutions, I pay $49 a month for my email marketing service. But on Balance Healthstyles, guess what we did? We bought a lifetime deal. So Heather, let's talk about our lifetime deals and some things that might be available to people today that they can purchase. Or is it even today? Can they purchase them later than just Black Friday?
Yeah, Black Friday is kind of like the shopping season really like kicks into high gear. But a lot of the things that we're talking about, you can get on an ongoing basis. Now, sometimes when we're talking about lifetime deals, and another way to say that is a lifetime license to use the software. Some of these things have a limited amount of time that you're able to purchase on that lifetime license, but they're not necessarily just for Black Friday, not just this weekend. Probably through the end of the year, you're going to be able to see a majority, and maybe even longer, a majority of the softwares and tools that we're talking about. So, like, what was one of the first things that we bought? I think it might have been our, like you mentioned, our email software. And this is SendFox. It's an AppSumo original. And what it allows someone to do is subscribe to your email list, and then you can send out customized sequences of emails to everyone that's on your list. Michelle, why don't you say some more about it because you use it more than I do?
So if you don't have an email, I call it an email service. I think some people, is it a CMS or something like that? Maybe some people at customer service. I don't know. I can get hung up on initials, but an email service as a coach allows you to, if you're looking for leads, you can set up an email sequence. Let's say that you have a lead magnet and you want to also include other things with that to be talking to potential clients. So then you have your lead magnet, they sign up for the email, and you have a sequence where you're talking more and more about that email service. So SendFox allows you to set up campaigns or to set up multiple things where using a lead magnet, you can lead them to you can set up sequences, or if you just have a group where you want to send up a monthly newsletter, you have the ability to do that. You have so many different things. They even, in fact, have a simple little pop-up form too. It's not a full, like, massive lead page, or sales page, but they have short little pop-up pages too. There's a lot of things to do for a lifetime deal that does not cost a lot of money. Now, I will tell you, it's very basic, but basic is good when we have all these different softwares that we want to use and we can get overwhelmed. SendFox, I can guarantee you, will not overwhelm you. I was thinking, Heather, when we talk about email services, which is a form of communication, how we communicate with clients, what do you remember one of the best things we ever bought that is still a lifetime deal now, which was Berrycast? Do you
Oh
remember?
my gosh, I can't even believe it. Before we move on to Berrycast, I
Okay.
want to say it's hilarious that you can't remember the three-letter acronyms, the TLAs, whatever. I always call it an autoresponder. So if someone's familiar with that term and they have been using perhaps MailChimp or something like that, the SendFox is the equivalent type of tool that you would be able to use. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Berrycast. Oh my gosh. This is the coolest thing. Basically, it's a screen capture, which you could also have your face, like picture in picture, that you can create videos like on the fly and email people the links, or even, yeah, email it or send it in Messenger. And you can write customized video messages to whoever you want and when we got the lifetime deal, I would have to look into it, but it has unlimited storage.
I
I
believe
I
it
couldn't
still
even
does.
believe it. It has been indispensable in helping us create training tools, helping us connect with the people that are our personal clients, with the health style coaches in our group. It's just been game changer.
Well, I can even give some examples. So, we do to run our business, to run Balance Health Style, where we publish uh, articles and recipes that coaches just like you who are listening create. Uh, we have quite a bit of software. So I was talking to somebody from, oh, I can't, it was Russia, it was someplace in that region. And we were not understanding each other. We were just not being able to communicate very well. I did a little screenshot Barry for him. I call him Barry's, our little videos. I did a little Barry for him, and he goes, "Oh my goodness, I can understand this so much better because you're showing me, you're saying it, and I can see it." I know too, both Heather and I are retaking Precision Nutrition Level 2 so that we can both become board certified. There was a question within the group, well, where do I find something? And I thought, what a perfect way to just do a little video to show where to find it. That do it, show it mentality that we all use as coaches. And I have to say thank you, Dom, because he's the one who said, do it, show it. That's what Berrycast does. You do it, show it, and it is so easy. And I've had so many people say, well, how did you do that video? We did that video with Berrycast.
And it is a lifetime deal on AppSumo. For their Black Friday specials, they brought it back. So if you're interested in this, take a look in the comments. We're dropping these links. We also have an article on the website, which we'll put the link to the article as the first comment underneath here, where you can see everything about what we're talking about. And we even have embedded berries where we've screenshotted the video and given little demonstrations of how we use it. So you're just really going to want to take a look at that.
Exactly. So another thing that we use, it's called TidyCal. And maybe yeah, I have,
Awesome.
yes, I have trouble because Heather, you were the one who first told me about Calendly. Is that how you
Yeah,
say it? And
that's
I went,
it.
oh, I'm not sure I want to pay for that. And then we found TidyCal. And Heather, since you've seen both, how would you compare them, or what would you think? How would you explain them?
Right. So both Calendly and TidyCal work quite the same. You have a calendar that someone can book in to have a meeting with you. Now, whether you have that hooked up to your Zoom, whether that's an in person meeting, basically you can just give someone a link and you set up your calendar with available time slots and they just schedule themselves. So it alleviates the going back and forth. Are you available here? No, I'm busy. What about this? That takes up a lot of time and energy. If you can just like have a link that people can schedule themselves, it makes your life so much easier. Now, I used Calendly for a long time and it's a great service. They definitely have a free version that suited me for a long, long time. But as my business grew and as we moved into balanced health styles, I decided that we needed more of the features that were on the premium or pro version, which is a monthly subscription. And as I said earlier, I'm not about like having recurring fees that, you get nickeled and dimed every month, and pretty soon you're paying hundreds, if not potentially thousands of dollars for the tools and systems to support your business. I like to buy something once and then I can use it. So we took a look around and we determined that TidyCal, it's also an AppSumo original. It has the features of Calendly Pro or Premium. I forget what they call it. It has the features that you can have multiple different kinds of meetings, and each one of them can have their own link. So if you have meeting slots for clients that run from just certain specific times, you perhaps have shorter or longer meetings for client check-ins, for sales calls, whatever. You have a lot of more flexibility with TidyCal and not have to have the monthly premium price.
It's so much fun because I know how you can go back and forth. Well, what time works for you? Well, this time works for me. Let's look at our schedule. I mean, you can spend what? A half an hour if you add up all that back and forth trying to figure out how are you going to schedule a meeting when you just send them a little link and they can see it. And it's so easy. The process is so nice to do. And yes, it does hook up to Zoom, or there's probably other things that it hooks up to so that when they book that meeting with you, that I know that TidyCal does hook up and it will send them a link to what they need to, how they need to get into the meeting. And also, if you have questions, if you want to talk a little bit about what are we going to be discussing, TidyCal allows that ability to say, what would you like to talk about? Or this is what we're going to be talking about, which is also really nice to set the tone for the agenda for what the meeting's going to be about.
I want to add a couple extra things that are features of TidyCal. So one, it also hooks up to your Google Calendar and a few other different types of calendars to make sure that you don't get double booked on accident. It even hooks up to multiple calendars. So for us, I have my personal calendar and I have my Balanced Health Styles calendar. It will look at Michelle's personal calendar, my personal calendar on Google, our Balanced Health Styles calendar, and determine where are open times that might be available for someone to book into. It's quite incredible, very easy to set up. The final thing that I want to highlight is if you have paid meetings, like if you take one-off consultations for whatever reason, you can hook it up to payment processors so that someone, submits their payment information right within TidyCal. They've booked it, they've scheduled, they've paid, they get a Zoom link, it goes onto your calendar, it goes onto their calendar, it sends a reminder. You just have to show up. It is phenomenal.
And the price, I mean, right now, here we're going live. I'm going, can I remember the price? I literally think it's like $29 for it.
$29, you buy it once, you have it forever.
Yeah, you cannot beat that deal. We have a couple of others, and I know we like to keep it to about 15 minutes here. Sleek Bio. So if you've heard of LinkedIn bios, I mean, how do you use Instagram effectively? Well, that little see the link in my bio is the way that people can tap onto, okay, what content are you sending them to? Uh, it can be costly to have LinkedIn bios, and it depends on what you want to put in the LinkedIn bio. I know if you want to simplify your LinkedIn bio, like how we have it on our Health Style Coaches Instagram page, we use Sleek Bio. And oh my goodness, again, that's $19 lifetime to be able to set up you have a lot of things that you are able to do. It's embedding links. Really, if you go to our article, that's going to show you a video of how to use it. That probably is the best use of our time to say, hey, if you're interested in a very cheap lifetime deal for a LinkedIn bio called Sleek Bio, click the link in our article, watch the video to really see what that's all about.
right? This one is equivalent to what you might see on Linktree. So when you have like your bio on Instagram and it gives you that one link, this is what we're talking about.
Hmm. So we have two other things I'd really like to highlight quickly. One is Canva. Canva right now, I mean, Canva has a pro version and Canva has a pre version. A pre version, a pro version and a free version. Um, and with that, I mean, as coaches, when we're developing content and when we are making courses, when we're giving just sheets to clients, we need some way to graphically be appealing to our clients and to our future clients. Canva has it all. I don't know, Heather, what would you say? I am so in love with Canva, and I immediately, the minute I had Canva, I switched. Well, I kept going, well, $1 for this to buy a picture, and to do different things like that. I'm nickel and diming myself to death, and I could just buy the pro version so I don't have to pay $1 for all these images. Now, Heather, you have both and have stayed with both a free version and pro. What would you think are the pros and cons, or why would you stay with free?
Yeah, the free version. Well, first of all, it's free. If you don't need additional like tools, can I stay with free until you need those additional resources. So you're able to create graphical assets. Say you're making a social media post and you need a picture to put up there. You'll be able to very easily, you don't need any kind of graphic design skills to speak of. There's thousands of templates, thousands of little icons that you can use, lots and lots of fonts that you can use, and create something very quickly. Now, when you might grow a little bit and need more, Canva Pro is an incredible deal. It is not a lifetime deal at this point. It is a monthly subscription. So I want to say that right up front. But what it gives you can replace so many other things. You will have additional stock photos that you would otherwise have to buy from iStock, as Michelle was saying. A zillion additional fonts, a zillion additional like icons and little animated graphics. On top of that, you have magic resize. So say you make something in Canva size, but you want to put it in Twitter or you want to make it into a story. Well, instead of having to open up a new document, a new picture, and create it all again, oh so meticulously, it's a one-click resize. And then you just maybe have to reorient the elements. In addition to that, there is a very good, we call them social media pushers. What am I trying to say?
Schedulers?
Um, a scheduler, thank you. A social media scheduler that goes out to all the social media platforms right within Canva. It even sends out video. Like if you wanted to have something animated or you uploaded your own video, oh, that's another thing. You can upload your own pictures and videos into Canva. Once you've created that asset that you want to put on social media, it allows you to link up your accounts and you can just schedule it out into the future, infinitely into the future, no limit on how many that you can push. So it replaces iStock. It replaces another social media scheduler that you would have to pay for. It's just a very good deal. It's like an all in one. And I can't say enough good things about Canva.
Yeah, and for like a year, I think, is it like 119, or I can't remember exactly. It is over
That's like
$100 for a
$10 a
year.
month.
Yeah.
Oh, and right now, if you subscribe to the pro version, you have 5 spots that you can have a team.
Mhm.
It's include that's like this that's the package that they've put together right now. So you might be able to put a VA on there. You might be able to go in with someone else and split the cost. And we're already only talking $10 a month. So if you split that with 2 or 3 people, you can imagine it becomes incredibly affordable. So if you have like a pod of people that you work with regularly, it's an option.
That's a really good idea to go together to create a team to even help split the cost. I mean, not only to say, as I understand it, since I immediately jumped on the pro within like 30 days of having the free version, I think in the pro you can also have folders. And I mean, when you're making so many things, I don't think you can have folders in the free. Organization too helps keep your life so much easier when you're going back and where do I find it? Where do I file it? So having the folders in and of itself to me would be enough to say, hey, I want to go to pro. But it also has audio that you can use, music that you can use. It's just, I can't say enough about it. So we are going on 20 minutes here. One other thing that I really want to say before we leave is about Namecheap. Now, Namecheap is where you can go and get your domain. Now, what even is a domain name? Maybe you don't have a website. Maybe you just have an idea in your head. If you have an idea in your head of if you would ever have a website, what you want to call it, right now, .com is by far and will probably always be the most important. What would you call those last three initials? What are they called? It's important to have a .com.
Like the extension, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The extension. So let's say that you wanted to coffeedrinkersofamerica.com. You wanted to have that. Right now you can buy, they have a Black Friday deal and it's $5.98 for a lot of .coms. You can go on to namecheap.com and say, I'm going to buy this because I might not have a website right now, but it's an idea that I wanted to have and I want to own it. I don't know if it's like, the cryptocurrency and all that kind of stuff, but to own a .com, to own something that this is my link, this is my domain, I can put it here, that has value and it increases in value because you'll come to Namecheap and maybe see some ideas and go, oh, darn, somebody else already thought of it. Well, it's going to get to a point where, lots of people are going to think about that idea. So if you jump on it, buy those domains at the cheap prices right now, you can have them in your pocket for when you're ready to have a website. Heather, do you have any more on why you should buy domains?
Yeah, it secures your branding. These days, are you really even a business if you don't have a website that you can send people to? Yes and no. If you Do you think something is fly by night if you can't look it up? Possibly, right? So this is a way that you can really solidify your branding, create another layer of credibility and trust factor with the people that you would potentially be looking to have hire you. Um, that's pretty much about it. Now, when you're talking about a domain, how do you use it? Maybe you don't want to have a website yet. You can't, some tools will allow you to mask like a lead page or perhaps one of the like link in bios. There's some other ones that allow you to redirect your domain onto something that's already built. Or you could use perhaps Wix. You could build a WordPress site. We provide trainings for our Healthstyle coaches on the different kinds of options and create referrals. If you don't want to do it yourself, we know people who can do it for you. Again, very inexpensively. Um,
But
but
it all starts out with a domain name, right?
it
You
all
need to
starts
have
out
that.
with a domain. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say these are just a few of the tech tools that we use at Balanced Healthstyles to streamline our marketing process. They're going to help you reclaim your time, your sanity, give you more time to do the things that you want to do, which is coaching clients. So you can conveniently purchase any of them by clicking on the links that we're going to have in the comments. You can go to the article where we go into more detail and you can see additional information about it. And Balanced Health Styles may earn on some of these purchases if they're qualified through our affiliate links. That we might earn a little bit, like a cup of coffee. And that helps us maintain the free resources on this site. So if you do choose to click on some of these links, we really sincerely thank you for your support.
Yes, we really do. You can go to the places, you can go to those websites and get the same price. So they aren't like upping the price to have you use our link. It's the same price either way. But we'd really love it if you could help support us and say, hey, you know what you're doing to help promote coaches, to really have a hub, a central place for coaches to come do their content, lead people to places, and, you know, just work as collaboration. If you believe in what we're doing too, oh man, you know, by clicking on one of those links and saying, hey, I was thinking of buying this product anyways, I'm going to buy it with your link. It does wonderful to help keep our business running. With that, I know that we probably want to do some Black Friday shopping too. So, and maybe you are off Black shopping now too. Hey, if you were Black shopping, got great deals that would benefit everybody, let us know. We really want to hear about it. Or if you have questions about other software, feel free to ask questions here in the comment or send us a message. Whatever works. We're very happy to share what we have been using and what works well for us. On that, we will be back again next Thursday instead of Friday at 9 o'clock. And I don't know, depending, we might talk more software. We might talk right now. It's up in there what we'll talk about. But hey, it will be something that will be beneficial to you as a coach. So have a great day and get on some of those deals.